Hi, my name is Louise. As you already know, I wanted to do a quick update because I needed to tell you all something. With regards to my back, and I will be taking this to court, it was due to domestic violence which my ex did to my back in September 2015. My ex got away with this. I now have degenerative disc disease in my lower two lumbar discs. Since February 2015, I became in that much pain that basically the new job that I took in January, I basically couldn't drive around the country anymore. I had to work from home. And there was one point before I had to go off sick where basically I tried to do my stretches on the floor. I got up and I couldn't get off the floor, and as a result of all that, I lost my job in April. So like I said before, everything had a domino effect. I nearly lost my house. I nearly lost my brand new car that I took on in January because my old one decided to break down on the M1. On the way to a job interview last year. I work for a company that I can't basically say what I think because obviously I don't want any legal pursuits after me, but they didn't pay me. So I also lost my dad last year as well. He had severe established heart disease, which we didn't know, and basically he dropped dead. He was 64. So for the past 18 months, since February last year, the abuse got worse and worse, and I made my statement in January, and basically I wasn't believed. And today I went to the magistrate courts in Nottingham because basically when the severe pain took hold in February, when I couldn't walk, I thought I'd be strong enough to do this video without getting upset. Yeah, basically I couldn't walk. I had pain. I was on Oxycontin. I was on amitriptyline. And even though I was on them, I couldn't do anything. I did the pain management physio, I had the nerve root blocks. Yeah, they made me walk a lot more, and I was able to do a little bit more, but I was always in pain. I couldn't walk for more than 5-10 minutes maximum, at the very maximum, without suffering for it afterwards. And as you know, I had the microdisectomy on the 30th of June this year, and I had the fall at 2-3 weeks post-op, where the MRI basically said I had re-herniated. But then when I saw my surgeon in September, he said that they cannot tell until 6 months post-op whether it's re-herniation or actual scar tissue, and how I am now compared to how I was before. I don't think I have re-herniated, but obviously I've still got back pain. I'm always going to have back pain, and that's all due to him. And I'm stating this video because I'm not letting him get away with it. I'm not. He has obliterated my life. Everything's had a domino effect, and this is the worst 18 months I've ever lived, and I'm 33. So basically I put a claim in for PIP in February because I didn't know what the hell was wrong with me. Obviously after I had my MRI scan, my first one, then I knew because I was told, and that's when I put my claim in. I appealed against it in May, March, April, I think. I can't remember now. And then that came back basically saying no, you're not awarded anything because I was assessed by an assessor in my home before I even had the first nerve root block, and I couldn't. She asked me if I could do several things, and because I am the way I am, I try my best. And, you know, I try to do it because that's who I am. I'm honest. I'm too honest. I don't lie. I don't see the point in it. So basically, today was the hearing for the tribunal of PIP, personal independence payment. And I know that I've read that it's very hard for someone under the age of 50 to actually be awarded this. And I've been awarded it, fully enhanced. So the reason for my video is that you don't give up. If you are refused, you go for the appeal, you keep appealing, and if you have to, you go to court. Because that's what I did, and I was so nervous, thinking that I'm not going to be awarded it. My life in the past 18 months has been absolutely obliterated. It's been turned upside down. I'm not who I used to be. Obviously with the domestic violence, no, I'm not letting my ex win, but the fact is, at the moment, until I've got my life back on track, until I've, you know, probably gone back to work, which within a week of surgery, sorry, not a week of surgery, within 1 week of me being told by my surgeon that it's probably scar tissue, I had 2 interviews, and I was, you know, basically, they both wanted me. And the one that I'm taking is, which obviously PRP know, not PRP, the magistrates court, they know that basically it's freelance, it's self-employed, and I think I'm going down that route, and to set up the company that I was going to set up, this will help me last year before everything just completely turned upside down. Like I said, I'm a tutor. I've got my degree, I'm educated, I'm starting my teaching course at the end of next month. I have scraped by. I know it's not very, very nice, but you know, if it wasn't for my mum, I would have sunk. I really would have sunk. She is the person that's kept me together, as well as my kids. And, you know, I wanted to do this video. I've wanted to say the reason why I ended up like this in the first place, and the reason is because of my ex. It was a 10-month relationship, and because I loved him, you don't see it when you're in it. You know, you don't see what they are doing. You don't see until you have, you know, and until you've had time on your own to realise what exactly has been going on. And it took me a while to report it, and he still got away with it. But this is something else that I wanted to also state as well. I am part of a domestic violence group. This lady, as well as these other people, basically the ex-partners have got away with what they've done, kids involved, etc., etc. They organised a group. I signed this petition thing. It went straight to my MP, which I didn't realise. I basically wrote down everything that had happened. She contacted me and she told me that she was going to the Houses of Parliament regarding the new basic change in policies around domestic violence. And when she was in Parliament, she basically stated my name. I made Houses of Parliament, which I never thought would be possible. And my dad would be proud of that, because he wasn't a fan of David Cameron. And you know, I think actually making the Houses of Parliament is pretty big, and it's well, you know, well above. So basically my video is, you know, do not give up. If you need the surgery, you have it, because it did work for me. Yes, my back is not, the surgery was never for my back, it was for the leg pain. I'm always going to have degenerative disc disease, something I've got to live with. I also have a lung condition called bronchiectasis, which I have to take a mini-band antibiotic 3 times a week. I have cervical spondylosis in my neck, which is unrelated to my back, which, you know, that's a form of arthritis in my neck. I'm a bit, so I'm 33, I think I'm a bit knackered, to be honest. But that is controlled by trigger point injections, you know, that helps. But obviously with the neck, I don't know if I've got any nerve damage, but I still get, you know, a bit of pain. I'm off the OxyContin, like you know, weaning down off the amitriptyline from 125. So, you know, it should take me a while. But obviously, when you start weaning off, obviously your pain's going to increase until your body gets used to it, which my doctor told me. And also, regarding the nerve pain too, you'll probably have the same effect with that. And I guess I'll see what the pain is like once I have come off the amitriptyline. I've still got my weight to lose, which, with everything that's been going on, it's been up and down, up and down. And to be awarded this PIP after I've had to appeal twice. So basically, I felt that no one has helped me. I have been crapped on a hell of a lot this past 18 months. I've lost somebody that was meant to protect me. My dad, he's not here anymore. And I know that he would be proud of me, and it's such a relief. I'm sorry about that. My son wants more dinner, even though he went to the after school club. So I had to obviously pause that. So yeah, you know, I have been through hell and back this past 18 months. And now I'm on the rise up, and having that microdisectomy in June, you know, I think if I hadn't have had that, I would have gone insane, because the pain was unbearable. The OxyContin hardly touched it. I felt drunk all the time on the medication. It served its purpose. I'm off the OxyContin. Now I've just got to focus on rebuilding my core. I've got 4 sessions left of physio, post-op physio. I'm hoping to return to swimming. I am restricted in a lot of things regarding like taekwondo. I can't kick, I can't spar, I can't have contact, I can't get down on the floor. You know, there's a lot of things. Obviously that I can't do. So all I'm doing is focusing on rebuilding my core, so my muscles take any brunt of anything rather than my spine and my discs. And I aim to try and get as fit as I possibly can, because obviously I have the cervical spondylosis in my neck, I have the bronchiectasis, I now have degenerative disc disease. So yeah, you know, you need to make sure you eat healthy, and you know, you try your best to change your lifestyle. I didn't want to adapt to my back. I've got no choice. It's something that I've got to accept now. And I'm hoping that I can be an inspiration to, you know, to other people. I didn't think that I'd get PIP when I was sat in the court and being asked all these questions. I was honest, and finally my honesty is paid off, because I was honest when I made my statement about what happened with my back, with my ex. I was honest, and it didn't pay. He lied. And if you ever get to see this video, you lied. And I am not accepting it. You are not getting away with what you've done. No way. No way. I'm a lot stronger now. I don't know what to say now. Just don't give up. You'll get better. You'll get there. You know, some people do have surgery. It doesn't work. It makes them worse. But I'm one of the ones that it had worked for. You know, it's got rid of majority of my leg pain. Obviously, I'm frightened as if I was to fall. I'm actually petrified of that. If I was to fall, my bulging disc might, you know, extrude like my lower disc, which I had to have out. And well, I didn't have the whole disc out, but you know, I had to have a large portion of the disc out. Just don't give up. There are people that has been in the situation that you are in now. You know, I've come through it. I didn't think I'd wake up from surgery. I was absolutely petrified. I've never been so scared in my life, having that around my spinal cord. But it works. It gets rid of the leg pain. I've still got, like, you know, it feels like cold water running down my leg. It's weird, to be honest. And I keep getting like this big toe pain that someone stood on my toe and it's bruised and there's nothing wrong with it. It's weird. But, you know, I will see my consultant soon and will, you know, I didn't have a nerve root block. I cancelled it because I didn't want to end up in more pain because, you know, I've heard, obviously I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that it can make people worse. And when I had my second one, unfortunately, I spiralled. That was it. I spiralled down. But, you know, if you've got any questions, I don't mind answering any. It's just real life, you know. I'm just trying to be as real as I can and, you know, share my story with you just to help people, because I knew how it felt when I was in it. I felt that nobody understood, that there was no one out there the same. And then obviously I started going on YouTube, I started Googling, I found out a lot of information and supportive groups, you know, I found it out on my own. And there is hope out there. You just got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe, you've got to think positive, because if you think negative and you concentrate on the pain all the time, you can actually end up in more pain. I'm not a doctor, I know that, but it's the experience that I've experienced. I never want to go there again. I know, obviously, because I've had a microdisectomy, maybe, you know, I might need more surgery, I just don't know. But I have the power to try and control me getting back to the weight that I was before, you know, manage the pain. And if it turns out that I am in more pain once I've come off the amitriptyline, after, you know, like 3 weeks or whatever after coming off it, and I'm still in pain or whatever, then I will speak to my doctor, because there's nothing worse than being in agony. I know what it feels like. So, like I said in the previous video, I will update it's in December, when I've had, obviously, my appointment with my consultant, a spinal consultant, the spinal outpatients. And like I said, I will answer any questions, anything you want to know, I'll answer. I just needed to do this video. I needed to speak out about domestic violence. Because I never in a million years expected to end up like this. Never. In a 10-month relationship. Absolutely ridiculous. I've got no other words to, you know, because I've already said what I've got to say. Well, anyway, I'll update in 6 months. Keep positive. You know, surgery will help you. Microdisectomy, you know, it was the best decision that I made, okay? If you have appealed, or if you've put in for it and you are not awarded it, keep going until you get to court. Keep copies of everything. Put everything in writing, you know. If you're in pain, tell your doctor. They can, you know, get all this evidence from medical records. Keep every hospital letter, you know, just, you need to tell them how it is, because these are completely different to the, you know, they're at court, they're independent, they make a decision on what evidence they have in front of them. Right, take care. if I don't update before Christmas, which I'm going to try to, you know, have a great Christmas 2016 and, you know, have a great new year. And I'm hoping by next year my life will be sorted. Okay, thank you, bye.